Hello and welcome to OBN English News Service with me, Azim Magarsa. A delegation led by head of the Oromia Agriculture and Natural Resources Bureau, Gada, visited our season Guna district farmers' plot of land. In the district, more than 14,000 hectares of land has been covered with various crops in this main farming season. Olma Baina.
A delegation led by head of the Oromia Agriculture and Natural Resources Bureau, Gada has visited farmlands developed with wet and barley in Guna district of RC zone. Deputy head of Agriculture and Natural Resource Office of Guna district, Abdul Malik Kadir, said that 88 clusters have been working on different products in the district.
Our farmers used to sow both barley and wheat in traditional ways. As a result, they hadn't benefited. But now they are being organized in clusters and improving their products through applying some better methods like sowing through lines.
Administrator of RC zone, Abadir Abda, said that more than 134 hectares of land are being developed with different types of products in the zone.
As our zone, we have planned to develop 146 hectares of land in this autumn season, but we couldn't realize our plan all in all due to lack of rain. Anyway, we have developed 134 hectares of lands with different types of products.
Head of the Oromia Agriculture and Natural Resources Bureau, Abba, for his part, said that 70% of farmlands have been developed in the autumn season.
Previously, this autumn farming is not known except in Bale zone, but now it has been expanded to different zones of the region and it has greater improvements in enhancing our product and productivity.
Abdurrahman Badaso and Badaso Tuna are farmers in Guna district. They say that they are being benefited from farming in cluster.
Experts have been advising us how to cultivate our products, especially how to use pesticides, so there are many improvements in getting better productions. Previously, we used to get 15 to 20 quintals per hectare, but now we expect to get 40 to 45 quintals per hectare.
It was said to fully restore and recover Gada system. One cycle of Gada system is needed. Oromia Culture and Tourism Bureau announced that to sustain Gada values, scholars and public should discharge their responsibility. Aklilu Gabru.
The Oromos are Kush descendant people that has its own history, culture, religion, language, social, political, economic philosophies. The Gada system is one of these philosophies which has served as a basis of democratic and egalitarian political system. The Gada system have also been recognized and registered on UNESCO as an intangible heritage of humanity. Deputy head of the Oromia Culture and Tourism Bureau, Admasu Wagari, pointed out that the system has shown some irregularities in some areas of its practice.
The Borana, Guji and the Karayu Gadas have been practiced by keeping its originality, but in Sikomando, Afrankalom, Mach and Tulama Gada systems, there are irregularities on how to practice it, which was almost at the stage of disappearance that recently rehabilitating.
Secretary of Saglani Lugada Council, Abba Gada Tasama Muluna for his part agrees with the ever happened irregularity in the Gada system.
We were born and grew up in a vicious government system in which one suspects another to get only personal benefit. That is why the Gada system had failed in our area.
Abba Gada Tasamar that the present generation hasn't passed through the Gada grades by accomplishing the expected duties in each grades due to prior political unwillingness. It was noted that some irregularities that have been practiced in the system needs to be corrected sooner in order to promote the Gada system more and put it on the prestigious position it deserves. Abba Gada's elders, youth and Oromo scholars were also requested to play their share for the ever flourishment of the Gada system.
The Oromia Education Bureau stated that it will take measures on private schools that denounce the region's teaching learning principles. Bureau discussed on easing teaching learning process for 2019-20 fiscal year. Gada has a story.
The Oromia Education Bureau announced that it has been working with due attention to ensure teaching learning process of 2019-20 fiscal year and to produce skilled manpower. Accordingly, the Bureau has discussed with stakeholders, education offices of Adama, Bishoftu, Sabbata and Burayu Towns administration at OBN Studio. Vice Head of the Oromia Education Bureau, Alamayo Asafa, on the discussion said the aim of the discussion is entertaining how to ensure teaching learning process of 2019-20 and ways of solving problems that are hindering the process.
The second GTP will be concluded in 2019-2020 fiscal year. So we need to work hard to achieve our plan. We are also going to finalize our 3 years school improvement program. Therefore, this all can ensure quality of education if we properly do it, being with all stakeholders.
Alamayo added that similar discussion will also hold with different sections of society, starting from the region to vicinity levels.
In order to ensure education for all citizens, there are works underway, like door-to-door registration of children and a follow-up this summer season.
On the other hand, they have also discussed on teaching learning process of private schools that have been teaching in Oromia. Even though there are private schools which have been doing good deeds, there are also schools which have been doing opposite to the region's principles. On the issue, Alamayo noted that the Oromia Education Bureau is ready to take necessary measures. Heads of towns, administration, education offices discussed for their part underscored that they have been working to take correct measures on private schools that have not been teaching in a Oromo working language of the region. Schools principal as well as teachers should fulfill principle of knowing working language of the region. However, many of our private schools do not fulfill this criteria. There are private schools that were closed due to being under standard. We have also held discussion with other schools to teach based on interest of children, so we are ready to apply it in this education year, she said. There are also private schools that have been asking unaffordable fees. The participants said they will work vigilantly to correct it. The Oromia Education Bureau underscored that all private schools in the region should work per constitution of the region hereafter.
The 8th World Peace Forum, hosted by Tsinghua University and co-organized by the Chinese People's Institute of Foreign Affairs, was held in Beijing.
The 8th World Peace Forum, hosted by Tsinghua University and co-organized by Chinese People's Institute of Foreign Affairs, was held in Beijing. The main theme of the forum this year was stabilizing the world order, common responsibilities, joint management, and shared benefits. Further, it is promoting international security and strategic stability in the Asia-Pacific. Ethiopian ambassador to China, Ambassador Teshome Toga, was invited to attend, discussed about the important nexus between development and security, the role of African Union in addressing security issues on the African continent. He emphasized the importance of homegrown methods to solve the issues that Africa is facing and stressed that partnerships with other countries and regions such as China is a key to development for Ethiopia and Africa at large. In line with the Africa 2063 agenda, Ethiopia is willing to work together with other partners to promote regional integration in the Horn of Africa, increase investment in science, technology, and innovation, provide quality education, and invest more in its youth and future. Researcher Dr. Arvind Gupta said the change in international order involves fundamental changes in the balance of power, norms, and behavior, adding the current international order is in transition with full of counters of the new order are not clear. Power is getting increasingly diffused and it is full of uncertainties and apprehensions. Researchers indicated that regional conflicts are deeply influenced by the changing international order. Big powers often flout international norms. The multilateral system is becoming dysfunctional. The international law is found to be inadequate to deal with emerging challenges.
The Oromia Occupational Competence Agency said it is essential to offer training to new employees to create competent and productive workforce. The agency has provided capacity building training to newly appointed workers.
The Oromia Occupational Competence Assurance Agency has been offering awareness-raising training for the newly hired workers of the agency. Director General of the agency, Girma Gabramaryam, said that the training would enable the workers to accomplish their deeds with maximum effort.
We expect two major things from the training. These are efficiency and discipline that make the trainees to provide swift and quality service.
Some trainees also said that the training enables them to easily accustom to work nature of the agency. I'm here to discharge my responsibility. To do so, loyalty and efficiency are core values, so I'm filling my gap with the training.
When we bring together the already achieved knowledge and trainings, I'm sure that we can bring change in the agency in particular and for the country in general.
Head of the Oromia Public Service and Human Resource Development Bureau, Dr. Biqila Horrisa, stressed about the importance of trainings for the newly hired workers.
Hojjetaan mootummaa tokko yeroo hunda yeroo hojii hojjetu dursa lammii kootiif jedhee hojjechuun baay'ee murteessaadha.
All civil servants should prioritize providing swift and quality service for their nation, developing problem-solving skills by being disciplined for their profession is also mandatory.
Dr. Biqila urged all civil servants to work with their utmost effort to serve the nation.
The Federal Environment, Forest and Climate Change Commission launched a nurturing program for the 3 seedlings planted on July 29. Commissioner of the Federal Environment, Forest and Climate Change Commission, Professor Fakadu Bayana, urged the public to widely take part on nurturing the trees. Tamaskan Mulatu.
Workers of the Federal Environment, Forest and Climate Change Commission have started nurturing the seedlings that was planted on Yerar Mountain on July 29, 2019. Commissioner of the Commission, Professor Fakadu Bayana, on the event underscored that his commission has started nurturing the seedlings that have been planted as a nationwide.
Biqiltuun gogee yoo jiraate adda baasnee deebisnee bakka buusuu bakka mooyyuu aramaan.
We are here to nurture the planted seedlings. For instance, we are replacing the damaged seedlings. We are also weeding. In general, this day is the day we have started nurturing the planted seeds. Professor Fakadu urged the public to nurture the planted seeds in which they have broke the world record in this regard, adding the planted seedlings should attain the intended goal. Workers of the Commission who have participated on the nurturing campaign said that they are discharging their responsibility. I'm so happy to take part on this event because it was the day that our vision came to reality. Previously, we were promised to come and nurture the planted tree seedlings on July 29, 2019. So we will sustain it.
South African police freed Ethiopians who have business licenses and residence permits, according to the Ethiopian embassy in Pretoria. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs last week reported that 150 Ethiopians were detained by South African police in connection with illegal business and counterfeit products. However, those who have licenses and residency documents were freed owing to the efforts made in partnership with heads of Ethiopian Association and the business community, said the embassy in its statement. The embassy further indicated that it will continue to follow the situation of the remaining Ethiopian prisoners closely. The statement noted about 600 foreigners were arrested in a police raid in Johannesburg, South Africa last week. That's all we have for now. Thanks for joining us.